welcome to another episode of Coffee and a Chat with Dave. 7.7 billion ideas, perspectives, and opinions out there. What is a standout perspective? What is authentic? What a weird way to start a video about top 5 trickiest job interview questions, you might say. But stay with me for a minute and you will understand exactly why are we talking about it. Well, is there anything that hasn't been already said or book being written about? Any topic, anything. Well, what makes us authentic and what makes us stand out from the crowd? It is creativity that makes us stand out. Why do we learn about 10 known style of leadership, 6 management models, 7 sales methodologies, and so on? Well, the simple answer is because after a while, someone gets an idea to create a fresh concept so that people can start analyzing, rebranding, and creating a new perspective, new way of thinking, creativity. That's all it is, a new perspective on a subject. Authenticity is subjective. What you might think is authentic, your friend might think it's not. What is authentic in your opinion? What is a topic that you can't get enough of, but you think that authenticity has lost its complete way? I would love to hear from you. Please leave us a comment in the comment section below. What does it mean to be authentic in a job interview? Everyone's telling you, be who you are, be authentic, just be yourself. Well, in my opinion, and I believe it very strongly, that is the biggest misconception ever. You being yourself on an interview that you're applying for a promotion. When you're looking for work and you're applying for a job, let's say a promotion, you just can't be who you are on that job interview. You have to place yourself in the position that you're interviewing for and take the role to the heart. Feel it, sense it, be part of it. You have to sink your mind and heart and place yourself as if you're already working in that position, as you already own it. And to be able to to be able to transform yourself in that moment and send that authentic vibe and signal to the interviewer. Well, only then your interviewer will connect with you. That emotional connection will start rising. And if you keep that vibe going, you will own the interview. The interviewer will believe you. It will be with you and stay with you for the duration of the interview. Once you disconnect, that's it. You lost it. Well, there's several interview questions that have puzzled many of us and still making us miserable when asked on an interview. Let's have a chat about top 5 trickiest and most troublesome job interview questions and how to approach them. First one is the nemesis of all applicants and candidates, and I'm getting a lot of emails about this interview question, and this is an opportunity to break it down. Okay, imagine you have just sat down for a job interview with an interviewer, John. He just introduced himself to you, and the first thing that comes out of his repertoire is, tell me a little bit about yourself. In this situation, the first thing that comes to our mind is go to the 6th gear and just pump out as much information as you can, as fast as you possibly can, and this is usually how it goes. Oh, absolutely, John. I was born very young. I grew up in a little city where, as you know, your company has always had a huge presence. I was an excellent student and my fascination with sales started. Say what? you have just lost your interviewer completely. Your interviewer already started preparing plans for dinner in their mind. Dinner is served and he is in bed. Hold on. Stop, breathe, think. The unwritten rule of a job interview is to keep the interviewer engaged in your answers, not send him to bed. Do you know what they are truly looking for? Did they tell you anything about the position, company, or their challenges, issues? In general, they are looking to draw a conclusion. And this is the keyword, draw a conclusion that your skills, knowledge, experience, and personal professional traits will be the perfect fit for their company, the team that you're going to be part of, and that you can solve their challenges and add value to the company. The question usually comes as an icebreaker, and you need to find out what specifically they're looking for. You just don't go and pump out as much as information, because that's not how it goes. Don't just rely on the job description alone, and don't assume that the interviewer is interested in your personal story. No, they're not. You're still not working for them. You are just a candidate. So what do? You ask questions. So first thing you have to do is ask questions. Look, the 20-80 sales rule says 20% of your effort should deliver 80% of your success. And your effort is divided into 20-20-60. Just as in sales, 20% of your available interview time or meeting time, ask open-ended questions. 20% of your time, do a presentation, talk, but also observe what comes to their mind, and whether you're supposed to start asking questions again to keep him engaged. 60% of the time, let them talk, and you listen carefully. You're listening for clues. You're listening for ideas. You're listening for troubles, issues, potential problems they're facing, and how you can possibly add your input and say, oh, I can resolve that issue. I can solve that problem for you. Boom, in no matter of time. I'll do it in a heartbeat. So once you know the pain points, you know how to approach it. Let them tell you what they need to hear and what they want you to say, because eventually they will reveal that, and answer accordingly. Okay, let's try again. All right, I'm John, sales manager, and please tell me a little bit about yourself. All right, absolutely, John. But before I start, may I ask you a couple of questions? 99% of the time, they will agree and say, of course, go for it. This is something that you need to be ready for. You have to prepare at least 4 questions for your interviewer. But here's the catch. When you question your interviewer, make sure that your questions contain main question and sub-question within. Here's the reason. That means they'll have to answer 2 questions. Usually, they'll answer the first part and skip the second because they only hear the first part. Be prepared to remind them about the second question or second part of your question. The reason for that is, A, they can realize that you're interested, and B, you want to keep them engaged. You want them to talk, keep talking. Now, these are the 4 questions that you can possibly ask from my repertoire. The first question is there anything from my past that got your attention that you would like to hear more? And what part of my past is your priority? This is something that they will reveal if they read your resume, your cover letter, and what is actually they're interested about. Which part of your past is intriguing to them? And you have to talk about that part mostly. So that 20% of your effort is that part of your past. Be brief, be short, be sweet, and don't go overboard with your answers. Just straight to the point. The second question is, by what criteria will you select a person for this job? And what is the main priority of this role? Now, this is something that you will definitely understand what they're looking for. If they tell you everything, this is where they're going to reveal it. And the priority of the role will tell you what you need to focus from your past. So if their priority is expanding the market share, so you tell them where you did that, how you did it, how you performed, and what you actually do about it, and how you approach those that matter that they're actually looking for. The next question, please tell me about the company's challenges and issues that this position is facing. What results would you like to see in the first month of this role? Now, issues, challenges, and what you need to do within the first month. They will reveal you what they're facing, what problems they're faced with. So if you can actually resolve those issues right there in an interview, you landed their job. If you have a solution for their problem, for their challenge, or if you have an idea how you would approach that, that's why I'm saying to you, you have to put yourself in that position right there and then. You can't be yourself on that interview. You have to place yourself in that position and approach that position, or approach the answer or the challenge or issue from the position where you're applying for, rather than to what you've done in the past. The fourth question would be, if I was selected candidate for this position, what would be my greatest accomplishment within the first 3 months that would make you proud of selecting me for the position? This is one part question because it's broad. If the interest is for you to go out and see as many clients, building relationships, you know that you as a salesperson, you will need to go out there, build relationships with them. If you're selling services, it will be much harder, so it's a longer process from the products based selling. So you have to figure out what they actually need and what they want. Is it the speed they want? Is it the quality or quantity? If you really want this job, and if the quantity is in question, so you have to judge whether this is something really that you would be happy with. Let them talk and let them tell you what you need to say. They will tell you that. They will reveal what you need to say as part of that question, or as part of their question. Business owners love to brag about their accomplishments and achievements, and ask them what is their biggest achievement. According to their answer, align your views with theirs and hit their soft spot. So if you hit that soft spot, you created connection. People work with people that have connection. People work well with people that have connection immediately. So that soft spot will enable you to gain that connection and advantage over every single candidate. Everyone has one. Every person on earth has soft spot. And all you have to do, ask and carefully listen. They will reveal that soft spot. The answer will be revealed to you, and you have to go with the flow. Don't rock the boat. Don't go overboard. Just follow the clues. I hope this overview of the nemesis interview question, number one enemy of all job seekers, will give you a little bit of idea how to approach this question in a different light, in a different way. Just realize that we are heading towards a 15 minutes mark, and I'm making executive decision right here, right now, to split this video into 2 parts. I deeply apologize that, but if I continue with this video, it will be a 35-minute video, and you probably won't watch all the way through. So I will split it now, and I will place the link for the part 2 in the description box and also in a comment box below. If you would like to continue watching, please do so by following the link below. And at the same time, if you didn't already subscribe, please do so. Help us grow. Please share and like our videos, and I will post continuation
in a few moments. So up until then, please take care of yourself and each other. Thank you for watching.